Whew, why am I so nervous? Let's start a booktube. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate and I am a hopeless romantic that just loves to read. So for this first video, I'm not going to do an intro because I feel like you're just going to get a vibe of who I am and what I read throughout my videos. Maybe I might answer questions or do a Q&A or an intro video into me later on down the track, who knows. But for now, for this video, we are going to be doing a TBR jar to pick what I'm reading for this month of November coming up. Yes, it's a mug. Yes, I will get a jar. But for now, we've got a mug and it's a cute mug. It's my favorite mug. I love this mug. But anyways, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's see what I'm reading this month. So I'm going to be picking 5 prompts from my TBR mug to pick books on my physical shelf. I have a 6th book that I am adding to this list, which is my book club read for the month, and that is Brain Damage by Frida McFadden. And I haven't read any of her stuff before. I haven't even dabbled into thriller mystery either, so this is definitely stepping out of my comfort zone, reading something new, which is the whole point of a book club. And I'm excited to appreciate the author because I have a friend who reads her stuff as well and she loves it, so I think I'm going to enjoy it to a degree. Definitely isn't what I typically read from looking at my shelves. I'm excited to dabble into something new and have something worth talking about. The preface, from what I can gather, is that it's a woman who is set up in her career. She's got the husband, and then all of a sudden she has been shot in, I think, the right side of her brain, and it's this whole mystery that she has to kind of uncover who did it, and all of the answers are in her damaged part of her brain, so she has to kind of like piece together the puzzle and figure it out, but until that person tries to actually finish the job and kill her. So yeah, definitely gonna be a different read. But anyways, let's pick the first prompt for our first book of the month, and the first one is a book you've only seen good things about. Ooh, okay, let me go have a look. So I have 2 books that I picked from my shelf that I've kind of gravitated towards with this prompt. The first one is Casey McQuiston, Red, White and Royal Blue. So the reason I kind of am gravitating towards this one is because I have seen so many people say that this is their top tier books, like 6-star reads, forever on their mind, that they love. I am aware that it is a romance, that there is the son of the president of the United States and another one is a part of the royal family, and they kind of have like a little bit of like a debacle, and a PR package deal has kind of put them in proximity together and they end up falling in love. Apparently this is really hilarious too. But yeah, so I am interested. Now the second book I have picked out is by Sarah Adams, and it is Beg, Borrow or Steal. So this is the 3rd book in the When in Rome series, and I love Sarah Adams and I love this series, and I don't know why I haven't finished or gotten up to date yet, because I know book 4 comes out I think the start of next year. So the preface of this is following Emily and Jack, who are both authors in like a way. So I think Emily's a school teacher. I don't know about Jack. I think he's just had a failed engagement and he's moved back home to the small town, and yeah, they just become neighbors and colleagues working, I think, on a farm or something. So something happens with Emily and she asks for Jack's help to make it right, and they just form an unlikely alliance, and then I think it just goes from there, rivals to lovers. Yeah, so I'm thinking with these 2 that I'm kind of gravitating towards this Sarah Adams one, Beg, Borrow or Steal, because it's book 3 in the series. I know I'm gonna love it, and I'm actually wanting to read this a lot more than I'm wanting to read this at the moment. So I think we're gonna go with Beg, Borrow or Steal as the first book on our TBR by Sarah Adams. Okay, so the second prompt for this month will be retry a DNF. I don't have many, so let's see what I can find. Okay, so again, I have 2 books that I have picked up. Now, I only DNF'd them because I can be such a mood reader sometimes. So Taylor Jenkins Reid, Atmosphere. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid so much that when I started reading about this and realizing that it's about the 1980s astronauts and the whole scenes, I think I got 2 chapters in and I was like, no, I can't read this right now. So I did soft DNF it. So these are my rules. I'm going to count this as an option. Then the second book is Her Greatest Adventure by Hannah Cohen. Yeah, look, I DNF'd this. Again, mood reader, wasn't really feeling the whole preface of this. It was brother's best friend and a accidental marriage. I think I got nearly halfway. I really want to give this another go. Actually, I really want to give this another go. So I think I'm still not going to be in the mood for Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I think I'm going to go for Her Greatest Adventure instead. Yeah, so that's book number 2. Okay, so let's pick prompt for book number 3. A recommended book. I have the perfect book for this. Wait a second. So I have one book that I've literally had people screaming at me to read, and that is The Serpent and the Wings at Night by Carissa Broadbent. I know that this is like a Hunger Games trial vampire scenario. She's human and she has to work alongside a most deadly vampire rival just for her to prove herself. I'm pretty sure that's the preface of this. I've heard this is quite spicy as well. I'm excited to dabble into this duology and world and everything else because I think there's 4 duologies in total that are going to be published. I think 2 are out at the moment with a novella. So yeah, I am excited to actually finally read this and add it to my TBR. So this is book number 3. Okay, so let's pick prompt for book number 4. And what is this? A book less than 350 pages. Now I wrote 350 because I really don't have anything under 300. So 350, let me have a look. So again, I have 2 books that I kind of gravitated towards, and the first one is Tessa Bailey, Picture Perfect. This is book 4 in the Big Shot series. So this follows Robbie, who is in the NHL. He is like a renowned playboy. And then we have Skylar Page, who is a Division 1 softball pitcher, and she wants absolutely nothing to do with him. However, she does want to kind of have fun and be kind of more of a playgirl in a sense. They end up fake dating, and I think he is just trying to prove her wrong and change her mind about her. She has the hots for someone else that he knows, so it's just, it sounds really messy, but I know Tessa Bailey is so good at writing romantic comedies that I'm always giggling and laughing and kicking my feet. And the second book that I picked is The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. So I love Ashley Poston and her whimsical writing. It's very different. So essentially we have Clementine, who is kind of anti-love. Doesn't want anything to do with men, and then one random morning a man with kind eyes, a crooked smile, and a recipe for perfect lemon meringue pie appears in her kitchen, and the fact is that he is from 7 years in the past. So this should be impossible, but Clementine used to love impossible things, and maybe, just maybe, she will again. So out of these 2 books, so I've kind of already got a sports romance, and I've already got another contemporary and a fantasy. Look, I think I'm going to go for The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston, just having that whimsical kind of breather kind of book. It's also quite small. I think that this one will definitely take the cake for book number 4. All right, so let's kick out the last prompt for book number 5. A book you keep putting off. I feel personally attacked. Give me a second. So I just looked at my shelf, and there is only one book that I have been advocating that I'm putting off because I really want to finish this series. It's a trilogy, so I can read the other trilogy that follows in this universe, and it's a Caraval universe. This is finale. Stephanie Garber, I have just been putting off because I didn't mind Caraval or Legendary. It's just, it wasn't the books for me, but like I did enjoy them. They were fun, they were cute. All right, I really just wanted to read the series so I can finally read Once Upon a Broken Heart, because I know that everyone loves that book and have so many good things to say about it. So you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet gonna add this to my TBR and finish off the trilogy so then I can read Once Upon a Broken Heart. So overall, I think I have a pretty well-rounded month ahead of me, including my book club read being the Brain Damage by Frida McFadden. So that's 6 books that I have on my TBR. Will I get to them all? I really hope I do, and I will keep you updated. So if you made it all the way through this video, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a like. If you have other prompts or book recommendations, please leave them in the comments below, because oh my god, thinking about 20+ prompts to put in that mug was draining. If you want to follow me on social media, I will leave my handles on the screen and you can connect with me that way. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.